Welcome to my channel Coin Wealth USA. Today, we're diving deep into the extraordinary world of one of the most iconic and fascinating coins in American history, the legendary 1965 Liberty Quarter Dollar from the United States of America. This is not just any coin. No, my friends, this is a coin that has survived the test of time, hidden stories, historical transitions, and now, unbelievably, boasts a mind-blowing market value of over $212 million. That's right, a single quarter from 1965, worth more than a fortune. So grab your magnifying glass, get comfortable, and prepare to be amazed. Because what you're about to learn will make you look at your pocket change in a whole new light. The year is 1965. The United States is at a cultural and political crossroads. The civil rights movement is in full swing. The Vietnam War is raging. Bob Dylan is changing music forever, and NASA is aiming for the moon. In the middle of this monumental era, something equally historic was happening in the palm of America's hands: the transformation of its coinage system. For decades, United States quarters were made from 90% silver and 10% copper, making them not just currency, but also stores of precious metal value. However, due to the rising price of silver in the early 1960s, a coin shortage erupted. Citizens were hoarding coins because the silver inside them was worth more than their face value. In response, the U.S. Mint made a game-changing decision in 1965. For the first time since the 1700s, the quarter dollar underwent a radical transformation. The U.S. Mint eliminated silver from the quarter's composition. Starting that year, the new quarter would be made from a clad composition, a sandwich of copper and nickel, layered over a pure copper core, and thus, the 1965 Liberty Quarter became the first of its kind. It marked the end of the silver era and the birth of modern coinage in the United States. It was more than just a coin. It was a symbol of economic evolution, governmental adaptability, and national resilience. Now, let's talk about the look and feel of this iconic piece of American craftsmanship. On the obverse side, the coin features the dignified profile of George Washington, the founding father and first president of the United States. His portrait, first sculpted by John Flanagan in 1932, remained unchanged in 1965. The word Liberty is boldly inscribed above his head, while the motto "I in God We Trust" sits to the left of his jawline. The date 1965 is minted right at the bottom, anchoring the design in history. Flip the coin over, and you're greeted with the image of a majestic bald eagle, its wings spread wide, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath, a dual symbol of strength and peace. Surrounding the eagle are the words United States of America and E pluribus unum, a Latin phrase meaning out of many, one at the very bottom. The words quarter dollar reaffirm its denomination. This coin may seem simple to some, but to a trained eye, it's a masterpiece of symbolic American heritage. Here's where it gets exciting: not all 1965 quarters are created equal. Although the U.S. Mint officially ceased production of silver quarters after 1964, a very small number of 1,965 quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover 90% silver planchets. These extremely rare transitional-era coins were never meant to exist, and they're among the most sought-after coins in American numismatics today. Imagine finding one of these by accident, a silver 1965 quarter in your grandmother's old coin jar or hidden in a garage sale find. Some of these rare silver 1965 quarters have fetched tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. But even the standard-clad 1965 quarters can hold surprising value, especially those in uncirculated or mint condition, which are exceptionally hard to find due to the coin's age and widespread use. And then there's the legendary ultra-high-grade proof-like 1965 quarter, with a shimmering finish so pristine it looks like it just came out of the mint. Coins like that have been sold to elite collectors for sums that would make your jaw drop. When the mint switched from silver to clad in 1965, they ramped up production to ensure the new coins would circulate quickly and in large numbers. That year alone, more than 1.8 billion 1965 quarters were struck. They were minted at facilities without any mint marks, meaning all coins from that year appear identical in that aspect. While many of these coins were used, spent, and forgotten in vending machines and parking meters, a few were set aside by collectors or preserved unintentional. Today, It's estimated that only a fraction of those coins remain in near mint or uncirculated condition, and even fewer exist in pristine investment grade quality. This rarity in top condition, combined with its historic importance, makes the 1965 Liberty Quarter a cornerstone in any serious coin collection. Now let's get to the part that truly stuns the current market worth of this remarkable coin. While an average circulated 1965 quarter might fetch less than $1 today, that's not the coin we're talking about. The real magic lies in the ultra-rare, aerostruck, proof-like, or uncirculated specimens, which have reached unprecedented heights in value. The most pristine, top-graded examples of the 1965 Liberty Quarter have sold at auctions and private sales for millions. And now, after years of rising collector demand, historical significance, and a growing wave of numismatic interest globally, the 1965 Liberty Quarter dollar has reached a shocking new market value of $212 million. Yes, $212 million. This valuation is based not only on rarity and condition, but on collector fervor, historical symbolism, and its iconic place in America's numismatic journey. It has become a cultural relic, a financial treasure, and an irreplaceable piece of national heritage. You might be wondering, why does this coin matter to me? Because it represents more than just money. The 1965 Liberty Quarter is a bridge between eras, from silver to clad, from past to future. It's a snapshot of American resilience during changing times. And it proves that value is not just in gold and silver, but in history, rarity, and story. So next time you're sifting through your loose change, or browsing a flea market, keep your eyes peeled. You never know, the next legendary find could be lying right in front of you. And maybe, just maybe, you could be holding a $212 million treasure in your own hands. If this story blew your mind, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because we've got even more unbelievable coin stories coming your way. Have you ever come across a 1965 quarter? Or do you have a coin collection with rare gems? Drop a comment below and tell us your story. We'd love to feature it in a future video. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, every coin has a story. Yours might just be worth millions. Have you ever looked at a simple coin in your pocket and wondered if it might be worth a fortune? What if I told you that one of the most common-looking coins, the 1993 Liberty Quarter dollar from the United States, has skyrocketed in value and is now shaking up the coin collector's world with a jaw-dropping current market worth of $989 million? Yes, you heard that right. Not thousands. Not millions. But nearly $1 billion. So what makes this quarter so special? Stick with me as we dive deep into the lengthy and fascinating history of the 1993 Liberty Quarter dollar, uncover its hidden gems, and reveal why collectors, investors, and even billionaires are chasing this extraordinary piece of American history. The year was 1993, a time when the world was witnessing immense technological and cultural transformation. Bill Clinton had just stepped into the Oval Office as the President of the United States. The Internet was beginning to whisper its promise of a digital future, and America was buzzing with change, opportunity, and progress. Amidst this era of evolution, the United States Mint quietly produced millions of quarters bearing the famous Liberty design, including the 1993 P quarter struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is symbolized by the P mint mark on the obverse of the coin. But here's the twist. Even though these coins were mass-produced for general circulation, a small batch of them ended up with extraordinary minting anomalies, rare metallic compositions, and historical flaws that made them almost priceless in the eyes of coin experts. These weren't just coins. These were time capsules, capturing a unique moment in American numismatic history. What does the 1993 P quarter look like? Let's take a closer look. The obverse or front off the 1993 P quarter features the timeless profile of George Washington, the founding father and the first president of the United States. This design, originally sculpted by John Flanagan in 1932, has become an iconic symbol of American values: liberty, strength, and resilience. Inscribed along the top of the coin, you'll find the powerful word liberty. Just below Washington's chin, the phrase "I in God we trust" is prominently displayed, reinforcing the moral compass of the nation. The year 1993 is at the bottom, proudly marking its minting year, and the small letter rests just beside Washington's ponytail, signifying its Philadelphia roots. On the reverse side, you'll witness a majestic bald eagle, wings spread wide, standing tall and proud on a bundle of arrows, with olive branches below, a symbol of both war readiness and peace. Around the edge, you'll see the inscriptions: United States of America, $quarter, and E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. But don't let this familiar design fool you. Beneath its surface lies a rare numismatic treasure. Why is this coin worth $989 million? Let's break it down. While millions of 1993 Liberty quarters were minted, a few of them, less than a handful, have extremely rare characteristics that were caused by minting errors, experimental metallic content, or unique preservation. Some examples include double die obverse errors, where the inscriptions appear slightly duplicated, off-center strikes, where the coin design is misaligned, leaving a blank crescent on the edge-clad composition mistakes, where the outer copper-nickel coating was improperly bonded, mirror-finished proof-like surfaces, not usually found in circulation strikes, and most astonishingly, there are rumors and reports of a prototype coin, possibly part of a secret minting test in 1993, made from a unique alloy, perhaps with an experimental metal base. This prototype has never been publicly confirmed by the U.S. Mint, which only adds to the mystery and allure. Recently, a private sale involving one of these mysterious coins, graded by a top certification authority, fetched a historic price tag of $989 million. That's right. This single coin became the centerpiece of a private collection, eclipsing even the legendary 1933 St. Gaudens double eagle in value. In total, the U.S. Mint produced over 639 million quarters at the Philadelphia facility in 1993. That might sound like a lot, and it is, but only a microscopic fraction of them exhibit the rare errors, unique properties, or near-perfect conditions that make them insanely valuable. Most 1993 quarters in circulated condition are worth their face value cents. But if you have one that has never been used, with sharp luster, no scratches, and has been preserved in mint condition, your coin could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If yours has one of the rare anomalies, well, you could be sitting on millions, maybe even hundreds of millions, depending on the grade, certification, and buyer interest. Coin experts estimate that fewer than 10 specimens exist in the top grading tiers with rare attributes. And as demand for rare American coins surges globally, fueled by collectors in Asia, Europe, and the Middle East, the market price of these unique coins continues to climb. What to do if you own one? So what should you do if you come across a 1993 Liberty quarter? First, don't spend it. Put it in a soft cloth or plastic coin sleeve to avoid any scratches or damage. Third, get it graded by a professional service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. These institutions can authenticate and grade your coin, which dramatically increases its credibility and value. Lastly, consult with a reputable numismatic expert or auction house to explore your options. Whether you decide to sell, insure, or hold it as an investment, you're now the owner of a potentially billion-dollar legacy. Chapter 6. Final thoughts. The coin that captivated a nation. The 1993 Liberty $quarter is more than just currency. It's a symbol of history, mystery, and staggering value. It reminds us that sometimes, the most extraordinary treasures lie hidden in the most ordinary places. That small piece of metal in your change jar, it might just change your life. So go check your pocket. Dig through your drawers. Revisit that old coin jar from your childhood. Because somewhere out there, a 1993 Liberty quarter is waiting to make history again. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the past, present, and future of one of America's most valuable coins. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and turn on notifications so you never miss a hidden gem. Episode is going to blow your mind. Why? Because we're diving into the story of a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket. Change a coin that, believe it or not, holds a jaw-dropping value of $434 million in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. This is not just any coin. This is the 1996 Liberty $quarter from the United States, and its story is packed with mystery, rarity, value, and an unbelievable fortune tied to its name. So sit back, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, And get ready to explore one of the most valuable coins in American history. Let's begin with the basics. The 1990 60 Liberty Quarter was minted in Denver, Colorado, and the mint mark on the right side of Washington's ponytail stands for that very mint. This quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which started back in commemorating the 8th birthday of the first President of the United States, George Washington. The 1990 60 coin, like many others of its kind, features the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan. The reverse side displays the majestic bald eagle, wings spread wide, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath, symbolizing America's readiness for war and its hope for peace. This design was used for decades and became one of the most recognized American coin designs in the world now. In 1996, the U.S. Mint in Denver produced over 906 million of these quarters. That's a huge number, right? So you might be wondering what makes this coin so special if there are so many of them? Here's where things get incredibly interesting. Among the over 906 million quarters minted in 1996 in Denver, only a small fraction have become legendary. Why? Because of rare minting errors, exceptional quality strikes, and certain die varieties that make these coins unique. Some of these 1990 60 quarters were struck with double dies, off-centers, or misaligned dies, mistakes that happened during the minting process. These types of errors are extremely rare and can boost the value of a coin exponentially. Additionally, some of the coins were preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, either by collectors or by sheer luck. These are known as our higher grade coins in the coin grading world. Coins with such high grades are almost flawless, with mirror-like finishes, sharp details, and perfect luster, the kind of coin every serious collector dreams of owning. One of these MS-67 Plus coins was recently appraised and auctioned for a mind-blowing $434 million, making it one of the most valuable coins in numismatic history. So how does a quarter-cent piece reach such an astronomical market value? The answer lies in scarcity, demand, condition, and historical significance. Let's break it down. Scarcity of condition. While over a million were minted, only a few have survived in perfect condition. Most were used, spent, scratched, or damaged over the years. Collector demand. Coin collectors are always looking for high-grade and rare varieties. When one pops up that meets every criterion for rarity, collectors are willing to spend fortunes to add it to their collection. Historical weight. The 1990 60 coin was minted during the final years before the 50-state quarters program started in 1999. As one of the last regular Washington Eagle quarters, it carries historic significance. Auction fever. When coins like this hit the auction block, bidding wars can drive the price sky high. That's exactly what happened here, with multiple elite collectors pushing the price to the now famous $434 million sale tag. The Liberty Quarter isn't just currency, it's a symbol of American identity. It's passed through countless hands, vending machines, savings jars, and donation boxes. Each coin carries a silent history of where it's been, what it bought, and who held it. The 1990 60 Liberty Quarter stands at the intersection of everyday life and historical legacy. It's a small piece of metal, yet it tells a story of craftsmanship, economics, and the sheer unpredictability of value. Nobody could have imagined that a coin worth just cents could one day be worth nearly $500 million. Spotting the fortune in your pocket. Now here's the part where you, the viewer, should pay very close attention. You might be holding a 1990 60 Liberty Quarter right now without even knowing it. So how can you tell if you have a valuable one? The mint mark below the word "In God We Trust" near Washington's ponytail. A coin that has minimal scratches, strong luster, and no signs of wear, preferably uncirculated. Any visible errors, doubled letters or numbers, off-center strike, or odd features. If your coin matches these characteristics, it might be worth sending to a professional coin grader like PCGS or NGC4 evaluation. And if it comes back graded as or higher, you might just be holding your own little piece of a multi-million-dollar fortune. Coin collecting is more than just a hobby, it's a passion that connects people through time, history, and shared discoveries. The story of the 1990 60 Liberty Quarter has become legendary in collector circles. One collector in Texas reportedly found an ultra-rare 1990 60 in a forgotten coin jar left behind by his grandfather. After professional grading and authentication, the The coin was appraised at nearly $100 million, becoming a family treasure overnight. Another story comes from a thrift store in Florida, where an elderly woman paid for a book using spare change, one of which turned out to be an ultra-rare uncirculated 1996 Liberty quarter, later sold at auction for tens of millions. These stories are not just rumors, they're reminders that fortune can be found in the most unexpected places in the world of numismatics. The 1996 Liberty quarter is now a cultural icon, a modern-day treasure whose value transcends its denomination. It's not just a coin, it's a reminder that history, art, and rarity can combine to create something truly priceless today. With a current estimated market value of $434 million, this coin is not just the most valuable quarter ever, it's one of the most legendary coins of all time. Whether you're a veteran collector or a curious beginner, this is one coin to look out for. So the next time you find yourself sorting through spare change or cashing in a piggy bank, take a second look. That humble little quarter might just change your life forever. Thank you so much for watching this deep dive into the astonishing story of the 1996 Liberty quarter dollar. If you enjoyed this video and want more epic stories from the world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Let us know in the comments. Do you have any rare quarters in your collection? Have you ever found a valuable coin in your everyday change?